And so, as the sun rises, let me give you a tour. A few of you that follow the channel, this is the third incarnation of the MindKwack server. It originally started as a server for my son and his friends, my daughter and their friends, and my son really wanted something like the Mindcrack people have. So we created this. The first incarnation, we tried to do exactly what they do with like little plots around. Ignore the bedrock, this is testing stuff. And that proved that everybody was too close together. All the kids did was fight each other and steal from each other and hit each other. And so I created a bunch of bank vaults that they could use, and they just moved into those. And, okay, this is silly. So I stopped that one, and I think an update came out. We did a new one. And so that became the second version of the server. The second version, I just said, nope, I'm building a little tiny small area, and you guys are on your own. And everybody spread out so far that nobody saw each other. A couple got really close together. One managed to find me, and he and his brother came, but just nothing really happened. You might as well have been playing single player. So this is the third version, and if you can see the wall all the way around, that is the protected area. There are not going to be any plots, but to make this an area to come back to, I'm going to be creating some things, and we're going to do a little tour. This is the Happy Hut. Buy a slice of sunshine. And just to show that, oh, it's getting dark, you can kind of run into here. It spits you out the back. Thank you for buying a slice of sunshine. Sets it to daytime. Pretty easy, just little. I won't go through all the command blocks in there. And then another thing kind of felt that they wanted was, let me just clear my inventory here, was some basic stuff. And I didn't get it. There we go. Just let me pick up all this just to show. You notice that the names are a little different. Me just playing. Got boots and basic helmet, basic leggings. This is all just leather. A sharpened stick and some trail rations. You can eat that. Just my sense of humor. And just kind of making this like a jungle outfitter type thing. The reason everything in the protected area has to be run off pressure plates, because levers and buttons can't be done by people in the protected area who are not ops. And no, I am not going to add any mods. And more testing there to ignore it. But just give me another one. One thing my son really wanted was, an economic system. And, the MindCrack server runs off of the honor system. Put a diamond in, take something out of the chest. There is no way that would ever work with these kids. Most of them are 6th graders, middle school, and they're just really nasty to each other, even the ones that are, quote, best friends with each other. And so kind of created this, and it's going to have, this is it's the first Bank of Oz, AWZ. That's the benevolent god. Of course, I spell it OZ a couple times, but I'll go with AWZ so it's not copyright infringement type thing. But notice my score is 0. And got 5 emeralds in my first slot, and this uses teleporters to trigger pressure plates. I think I found a better solution to that, but it's now given me a score of 5. And I'll deposit another one. And oh, have to have it in slot number 1. And there we go. I now have 6 emeralds in the bank. I don't know if I'll use that to go around and buy things, or you just have to come and store emeralds in the bank. And of course, what good is the... Okay, that's weird. I thought for sure I filled all this in. Maybe someone took a creeper blast to the head, but I don't think so. Pardon me while I fill this in. Of course, then again, maybe someone was able to break it somehow. I don't know, they can't place blocks, they can't break, but anyway, whatever. Maybe I did that and just didn't realize I hadn't filled it in. Anyway, here we at the back, and there's a reason for that. And I'm going to take out 1 emerald. My biggest problem is having to reset these command blocks. And I think I have a solution to that, like I said, but I'm going to have 5 blocks. And I've taken all the emeralds out of the bank. I have it all again. So, you know, that's just a little fun thing. You know, ores for deposits, emerald blocks for withdrawals, ha ha ha. But anyway, let me show things around. And anyway, the solution I think I have on this is to use the scoreboard and not have it a visible scoreboard. You don't have to really care about that too much. But I already wiped out the glowstone, but this is going to be the blacksmith. Obviously, I've had to go out and find a village, and it took forever to find one. But I've got the blacksmith here, and I think I'm going to build on a little showroom here, and you know, kind of like the bank, you can come in and you can buy weapons. And I think maybe I want to set it up so they could sell weapons too. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, hair in my mouth. Then, you know, this is Big Bad Wolf's lumberjack service. Buy wood, sell wood. We had the funny thought that we'll make the house out of hay bales, wood, and brick. That way it's the Big Bad Wolves, and you can buy brick, hay bales, and wood here. I guess I didn't pick anything there, but let's just go this way first. I kind of marked them all with, I'll get to that one in a minute, glowstone towers, so I know where and what I'm trying to do. Have plans. Bilbo's Pilfered Elven Supplies. It's going to be a little hobbit hole in the ground. You can come and you can buy arrows and bows from here. I don't know, maybe I'll make some leather armor you could buy here too. It's just Bilbo's robbed them all. Over here, I'll show this right quick. What I've got is, you know, gates here. Step on the plate. It clones air there. And then you wait. And it clones that. That's a pretty simple trick. Nothing too fancy. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There's a command block right there that finally fills it all back in. Those do the air. That's the only... Oh, no. Thing I'll show. But anyway, this one had a little body of water underneath it, so I made this little bridge and realized, oh, this would be a fun place to put a troll bridge. And put a troll underneath here somewhere, maybe. But realized, you know, I could have them sell zombie flesh, buy zombie flesh, maybe eggs, and I don't know what else. but I thought that would be funny. And transporter pad. I plan to put a little Star Trek transporter pad and use the scatter command. And so it's a little broken. Scotty hadn't fixed it, and so it zaps you like upwards of 10,000 blocks in a random direction. Oh, and that's everywhere. I had every so often I put it in. Let's reset back to day so I don't have to worry about that. And I thought I put something here, but I don't think I put anything on the top. I think this is the entire thing. And this is the training grounds. Since you can create a spawner with a command block, I can kind of build in little things here and there to put in. Hey, if you want to fight some zombies, it'll throw in 10 zombies. But I may do it with a dispenser instead. That way there's a fixed number you fight. You pay your emerald and you fight 10 zombies, things like that. Yeah, let's see here. We've got a big bay right here. And I'm not looking forward to building the other three. I'm making this 3 wide. But I may just use the clone command and clone everything down the app and just bloop, bloop, bloop. I thought I set time to day. Time set day. I'm an idiot. Okay. Then I thought I had something here, but I don't. So let's do this one. The Unseen University Library. This is a Discworld reference, if you haven't read those books, by Terry Pratchett. And the library, you can get lost in it because so many books bend time and space. So what I'm planning to build, I think I'm planning to build it up because that's Unseen University. It's going to have an area where it will spawn in. There'll be pressure plates on the floor and like a path through the books. I don't know how big each section will be, like 10 by 10 maybe, well, 9 by 9, an odd number. And as you walk through the pressure plate, it changes what you just walked through to a different thing. So it becomes like a 3D maze that changes itself. And I'm thinking there'd be a big enchantment table in the middle, and I'm planning to put the librarian in too, if I can figure out how to make that creature out of wool. No spoilers for these kids. But I thought that would be an interesting place for that. Second tower. Just, fun little thing that you don't really know where you're walking. And I may make it so it's more random, like it drops a chicken into a random 4 pressure plates area and it randomly spawns stuff. This is the central island. I got the world spawn set up here. I'd like to make something up there, like when someone dies, but I've torched everything. And so when someone dies and their bed's broken, they should pop here, and if it's nighttime, they can go ahead and sleep it off. Then, go over to the outfitters and get some basic stuff, try to get back, and maybe press their luck and try to get a transporter. I mean, shoot, kill yourself and find it. The mall, kind of thinking a underground mall here. Just some random shops. And let's see here, go back over the outfitters. I think, see, I don't even remember what all these are. Eric the Shrubber. So you can buy leaves and bushes here. It's a Monty Python reference, kids. Learn it, love it. Livestock barns and supplies. All these horses and pigs just spawned here naturally, so I figured, well, I'll make a big stockyard and barn, and they can come in and buy. I don't know if I want them to be able to actually buy the animals, or they would buy an egg that drops it to them, and using the emerald system or not. Haven't decided if they have to have it in their inventory or just deducts from the bank. Again, more things here. What did I get here? I forget. Oh, I know what this one. Quarry. You can buy stone, sell stone, and you just buy minerals maybe. Hadn't decided quite on exactly what, but I thought that would be a good place for it. And continuing this way. Farmer's market. Buy some food, that sort of stuff. Maybe pork, apples, pies, cakes. And then the Tim the Enchanter. Yet another Monty Python reference. And you give him emeralds, he'll give you levels. And thought right here it'd be fun for a fishing pier. Just, go out and fish. But maybe you also can buy fish here, buy fishing poles, buy boats. Something like that'd be kind of fun. I guess the sheep's eating it. I'm not going to do that one yet. Church of the Loving Creeper. This is a little gag thing that I'm thinking of doing on lots of people servers, any public server that I can get on and be constructive, and I don't have to be in creative mode, but build a little church of a creeper, and have a little creeper shrine, and kind of write a religious book from a reverend of the Church of the Loving Creeper, and have his words and teachings in it as a joke. Did I do that one? I don't know. The Witch's Hut. Buy potions from her. Maybe even sell potions. This is farmer's market, isn't it? Yeah, ignore that. Okay. I'm going to clean out a little bit here and make this a botany bay. There's a Star Trek reference. Kids, learn it. And you can buy the flowers here. I think that would be fun. Or sell flowers, things like that. And then to come and have something fun to do, just a kind of your standard King of the Ladder thing. I've got red, yellow, and then green wool. That way you can kind of tell how close you are to the ground. But I built this really early, and I realized with those command blocks that I can dig underground here and find the lowest point and just build a massive vault. And I can store all of these King of the Mountain or King of the Ladder variations, like maybe have branches come off, or one's got water spewing on it and you have to run up levels. But using the command block clone tool, I can store all of these somewhere in the world, hopefully underground if it's not too tall. And then they just come and select which game they want to play, and then they can all sit there and play. This seems to be broken. And oh, there we go. I don't know why that was open. And I do this one over here. Oh yeah, that's Church of the Loving Creeper. This one I'm very interested in. And this one is Dial a Dungeon. And I probably just have something that goes underneath here, and you go to a big cavern under the sea or wherever, somewhere in the protected zone. Is that a spider? I don't see him. But go in and pay, how many emeralds, and when you pay your emerald, it transports you out in the world somewhere, maybe 100,000, 200,000 blocks away, into a bedrock facility where there's a dungeon. And you know how I said build a little thing underneath? Well, I can do one below, and when you pay your money, it spawns it up above in the world, and you go and fight the dungeon, and it can have all the spawners there. You can break all the spawners, and just do what you would like a normal, complete the wool monument type thing. Maybe I'd make a miniature of that. But lots of possibilities. I can use that and just clone the whole thing back and put it together. And it's repeatable, so they can go in and fight it many times if they want, or redo it with their friends. And just kind of a fun thing to do. Usually on these MindKwack server worlds, I go and build something out and dig for diamonds, but I don't think I'm going to have time. I have so much stuff here to build. I think it'll keep me occupied and entertained for quite a while. And I always have my single player worlds I can go to. I've got a pit task. I'm digging a pit all the way down to bedrock and stair stepping it all the way up, and I have no idea how big that would be, but it's going to be. I'm doing it without cheats and survival mode, basically, not hardcore. And I started it way back when there weren't even beds or grass or anything on the. It was just something I was going to do, and I'll put that make a video of it. Grass wasn't there. You didn't have to eat, so I killed off all the pigs, and now I play it and you have to eat, so it took a while to. Had to bone meal the grass. I'll get to that video later. But anyway, this is the world, and this is what I'm going to be working on. I may show each new building as I get it built, and we'll go from there. So, anyway, this has gone on long enough. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope the kids make some videos of them playing and enjoying themselves. I hope this one's at least a little bit more successful than the previous two, and they're not killing each other all the time, and they actually have some interaction between them when they want to come back here and sell off all their extra supplies and buy quartz blocks or sell the quartz blocks or cobblestone or whatnot. That's going to be kind of an interesting task, setting all the prices for those. So anyway, enough talking. We'll see what happens. See ya.